I don't know, do you go by?
Rhea.
Rhea,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you guys, can you see, is that better? And which do you prefer, Lisa?
That's probably perfect. Okay.
Video okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
So, thank you so much. Rhea came to my presentation at, I think it was the CTE conference. And I have been working for UEN for 6 years. And before that, I was actually, I guess October will be 7 years. I have my elementary ed certificate, special ed certificate. Then I went and I was talking to Rhea earlier. I had this weird sense that I really liked to go to meetings. I loved teaching, but I also really liked, I worked in residential treatment with adolescents needing, actually my first job, I had an elementary certificate, and my first job was teaching high school science to students that were literally 3 years younger than me, and a lot of behavior problems. Kind of led me on a career to learn about and seek a master's degree in administration. I went off to Berkeley and did the very fun thing to go and get a master's degree and live on my own in a really fun time. So I was telling you, I was educated on both coasts, grew up in Salt Lake City, and then, you know, your life just kind of eventually leads you in really amazing places. And I just feel completely self-fulfilled with my job at UEN. When I took the job, my husband said to me, "Did you not read the job description? It said educational technology." And I looked at him and I said, "You can teach anybody how to use technology. It is an inner gift to be a teacher." And I said, "I can learn the technology." And one of the greatest things that I've had the opportunity to do, this website, and UEN felt the need for Preschool Pioneer to come along when I had a 3-year-old. So it's grown up with my little guy too, who still is now 6. Oh my gosh, he'll be 7. But he still loves, "Can we go to your work thing, Mom? Can we do your work thing?" And I'll show you all about this website that has really grown over the last few years. When we started, so I don't know if you've all used the Pioneer Library, and just show of hands, anybody seen this website before? Well,
Let's
great.
back up. Are you familiar with UEN?
You use Canvas, is SU using Canvas? So UEN does the internet for higher ed, and one of the contracts that they put in place and that they manage is the Canvas. This is something that is way beyond me, and exactly why my husband said, "I can't even believe you're thinking about that job." But my job title is actually Community Partnerships. So it is great to be here. And one of the things that we do is we serve K-12, and I'm going to tell you now we do pre-K-12. We serve that population, and we also serve the higher ed population. So you guys are like the perfect match for what UEN does now. And I don't know if you all realize this, but Utah is one of only 8 states in the country that does not provide public preschool. So there were many parents like me who basically are just, not so much anymore, now we're in public school, but for a long time I used to tell people I just worked to pay for preschool. It was that important for me, and we had to go to private preschool, and most of my paycheck went to preschool for my son's early years. So having the assignment to create this website was really, really important to me, because I think that I feel very strongly that all children deserve that that start, that special caring. And research shows that I'm sure you're all familiar with that, but that when we have preschool, when children have preschool, there's less need for special ed, there's less need for incarceration, and there's higher employment and higher access to higher ed. So UEN had this great online resource called the Pioneer Library, where we, EBSCO, if you use EBSCO to do a search, or Encyclopedia Britannica, instead of schools all across the the state, everybody, or districts, paying to get these great resources online, Utah's really unique in the fact that we collaborate and all those resources come together, and UEN accesses these great resources and provides them at a much lower cost across the state. But there was still this missing piece, right? Our job is to serve K-12 and higher ed. And what better way to serve K-12 and higher ed but to make sure that kids have access and parents have access to the amazing resources that a preschool provides, or that that kids really need. So, and while I was talking, I should have been passing these out, and I hope I have enough. So if you'll start there. So what I'm passing out are all sorts of different things, and I'll kind of go through them. But one of the things that I'm going to pass out, kind of an outline of the website, and that's the sheet that looks like this. I have a new assistant, a new administrative assistant, and she promised me next time will be better, because one of the other copies that she made, these got upside down. Your 100 picture books, everyone should know, and I'll get to those in a minute. But anyway, everybody learns. So I'm going to start with the website. I'm going to go across the top, which are grown-up things. I'm going to talk about our Learn section, which letters, numbers, me, and STEM. I'm hoping you're all familiar with STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. Real big push in the United States right now, and it's really important that that's even infused in our early years. Any questions before I get going? Okay. And then we're going to talk about the play, all the different resources that we have kind of going down the right-hand side. So first, we go to activity calendars, and you are all going to love, love, love this site. You click on any of these, and you've got a lesson for, let's see, are we in April yet? We're not in April, so we'll go to March. So just one of these calendars, look, here's March. Here's some themes to think about. Spring, St. Patrick's Day, the letters K, the letter U, color blue, the number 8, and a shape. You just click on anything, and it comes up with lessons. Just click, 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 and it'll take you on to different things. Where's St. Patrick's Day activities? Maybe. Just, you never know what you're going to get. Look at the whole history of St. Patrick's. And I'm going to tell you a funny story about private preschool and my son. And I've come to value more things on this website. We had a meltdown at Valentine's Day. He went to a private school that didn't support or didn't celebrate Valentine's Day or Halloween. So he's now in first grade. He went all the way there through kindergarten. We come to first grade, and last month, I cannot tell you the drama and the emails that went back and forth and the tears that were caused by my son's lack of knowledge. And that's really the thing, you know, when you're transitioning and young children that we forget about. He did not have a reference for Valentine's Day of how it's celebrated in schools. And so I had all these, because I work for public television, we had all of these like very cute Clifford's Valentine stickers. And I was like, I am not going to the store to buy this candy, and I'm not going to support that. He's going to write to and from on the back of these Clifford stickers, and it is going to be just I was so happy. We were done. The first grade teacher has them hand out they spend the whole week handing out their Valentines. We didn't have to make a box. We were done on Sunday. Now, I don't know if any of you are parents, but the fact that I was done the Sunday before, the whole week before Valentine's Day, I was beyond proud of myself. And I sent him every day with these Valentines in his backpack. And every day he came home with them, and I'm like, why are you not passing out your Valentines? And he was he had no idea. He was so embarrassed. He was like, I just don't want to hand out Clifford. And he was, so by the time Thursday came around, I said, it's going to be more embarrassing if your mom has to come and help you pass out your Valentines than it ever would be if you would just pass these out than Clifford. Well, back and forth with the teacher and the old kindergarten. We were just joking about St. Patrick's Day. You've got to start now getting him ready for St. Patrick's Day because that adjustment with those Valentine's cards was so rough. And it was, so this made life just easier. And then St. Patrick's Day was on a Saturday this year. We didn't even have that adjustment to make. But I diverge, and I will show you just all sorts of other great things that you can do getting kids ready for, and for you as teachers too, just print this off. Look, something every single day to do with spring, with St. Patrick's, and I could go back to the February ones too, but I just kind of want to give you an overview of all the amazing things. There's even on here, if you go down, so again, teacher planning from Preschool Express. I love Preschool Express. It gives you all these different days of the year. So if, and one of the things that I've noticed this year, so it's Holy Spring Festival in India. I don't know how many of you saw, but I guess there's a Krishna temple in Springville, Utah. And all over my Facebook were my friends who'd gone and gotten all covered in stuff. It's in Salem?
Salem.
Oh, okay. Well, this is the first year, and I saw neighbor kids coming home all covered in colors. How great to know. And look, there it is on this website. Just things I never know about. And clearly, I don't even do Valentine's Day big enough. But even this reading is fundamental. They have their calendars in English and in Spanish, and I don't think you can click right here to see it. But something to do reading every single day of the month. So just an amazing resource. And then even when you go down lower on the website, list of holidays every day of the year. Like what day is today? Holidays, and it says it's just updated, but apparently not. Anyway, you can go through and just play around, and it's not because I'm doing a presentation copy with me today, but go through, and now it's going to make me a liar because we really try to make sure things don't have advertisements on them. So go around and play around and know that we've tried to vet as much as possible things that don't have advertisements. We just want people to go and access information like that. Events, these I do myself, and then my web designer uploads them. But every month I go through and I make sure that, and it's not just Wasatch Front centric. I try to make sure there's something all over the state. Let's see what's down here. Maybe a liar again.
St. George.
The air show. And things that do not cost over $3. So you won't ever find anything, and here's another one, St. George. You won't find anything over $3 on my site, and I'm also really hopeful that it's things that I would do with my own family, and so fun things, free things to do all over the state. Updated every month. Parent and caregiver. These are great things for you, even if you're doing research. Tips for parents. This will take you to all sorts of great websites that can help you do lots of great things that you're doing in your classes. In parentheses, we always have, if the resource is also in Spanish, that becomes really important and often one of my biggest questions. Preparing for school. I have to tell you, as a parent of a preschooler, this was one of my